After a chaotic week here at Melbourne Airport that saw people waiting hours just to drop their bags and get into the queue for security, things have finally started to peter out and things are flowing much more smoothly this Good Friday morning. Early today we saw hundreds of people lining up, dropping their bags and getting in the lines for security, but things have been moving really swiftly. There haven't been long delays and flights have been taking off as scheduled. We spoke to a few of the travellers who are heading north for a little bit of sun this long weekend. Here's what they had to say.
Not a big problem. Everything seems to be busy but smooth.
That's actually pretty good today. I heard it was a lot worse, but it's actually not too bad.
Oh, it's been alright so far, but we'll find out later.
It's actually been really good. I think, Qantas has done a great job by putting on extra staff. You can really see that. We haven't had to queue and so far it's been really seamless, so really been impressed.
I think the Easter money might take the aeroplane.
But it hasn't all been smooth sailing and there still are some unresolved issues from problems caused earlier in the week from staffing shortages. We've heard from Qantas that between 20 and 50% of their staff were at home isolating due to being close contacts of COVID cases. They've since asked the state government to amend the essential worker permits and allow those people who are testing negative to still come into work and make sure that the staffing levels are high enough to get through the massive amount of travellers that we've seen over the school holidays and Easter long weekend break. That's since happened, but not before we heard reports of multiple flights taking off without the baggage being loaded onto the planes. Qantas have told us that the baggage was put onto the next available flight and has since been couriered to the affected travellers, but we're still hearing reports from those who have flown away that they haven't received their luggage and it's now been 3 or 4 days. Qantas have also said that they're combating the staffing shortages by pulling around 200 of their corporate staff workers and getting them to work here on the floor of the check-in terminals, making sure that people are moving smoothly through baggage drop and through security.
It's busy here at Sydney Airport this morning, but the lines to drop bags and clear security are nothing like they were over the last week. Just yesterday morning, it was taking passengers an hour to get through bag drop and security. This morning, the lines are flowing much more freely, but that's because there has been a big response from Sydney Airport as well as the airlines. A lot of corporate staff have been redeployed. They're now working on the airport floor to ensure that things flow smoothly. The airport says up to 20% of its workforce has been benched because of COVID, either because they've caught it or they're a close contact. Now, there has been an exodus of aviation workers from the industry over the last 2 years. The Transport Workers Union says more needs to be done to address this issue. Otherwise, it will be a repeated problem over the upcoming Anzac long weekend and over school holidays. The airlines, however, as well as Scott Morrison yesterday, say it's just about practising a bit of patience as the aviation industry returns to normal. It was Sydney Airport's busiest day of the last 2 years yesterday, 82,000 passengers through the airport. Today, Sydney Airport is expecting about 78,000 passengers, so still a very busy day, but it has been much more free-flowing than it was.